Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I want you to picture something with me. Imagine every single day as a blank canvas. 24 hours, brand new, untouched. And the question is, what will you paint on it? Most people, they wake up and let the world paint for them. The news paints a little. Social media paints a little. Friends, bosses, strangers, everyone's got a brush. And by the end of the day, you look at the canvas and think, well, that doesn't even look like me. But here's the truth. You can't control everything, but you can control what you choose to work on every day. Success isn't built in a week, a month, or a year. It's built in daily disciplines. Small things you do today and tomorrow and the next day. So let me give you my list. 10 things you must work on every single day if you want to shape a life of success, happiness, and meaning. And these are not theories. These are not someday ideas. These are practical. You can start today. Let's get to it. Your attitude is the frame around your day. It doesn't change the picture, but it changes how the picture looks. Now in 2025, attitude is tested daily. Your phone lights up with bad news. Someone cuts you off in traffic. Your boss sends an email with urgent in the subject line. And suddenly, your attitude is gone before 9 a.m. But here's the thing. Attitude is not what happens to you. It's how you decide to see it. You can call it the lens you wear. Same world, different lenses. Some see obstacles. Others see opportunities. I'll tell you a quick story. A young guy told me, Jim, my problem is I'm broke. I said, no, that's not your problem. That's just a fact. Your problem is your attitude toward being broke. You can say, I'm broke and it's over. Or you can say, I'm broke and I'm about to change it. One leads to despair. The other leads to action. So work on your attitude. Every day, feed it with gratitude. Feed it with perspective. A good attitude won't solve every problem, but it'll make you strong enough to solve them. The second thing, your health. You only get one body, one mind. And in 2025, it's easier than ever to abuse both. Fast food at midnight, scrolling till 3 a.m., energy drinks for breakfast. Now, I'm not here to preach a diet, but I'll tell you this. If you don't take care of your body, where are you going to live? Discipline in health is about small choices. Go for a walk instead of another episode. Put down the soda, pick up some water. Read something uplifting instead of doom scrolling before bed. And let me give you a secret. People will respect your health choices more than your opinions. You can argue with someone's politics, but you can't argue with the glow of someone who takes care of themselves. So every day, exercise your body, protect your sleep, and feed your mind with good fuel. You'll thank yourself at 60, and you'll even feel the difference at 20. Your mindset is the software running your life. You can have the latest hardware, the fancy phone, the high-paying job, but if your mindset is outdated, buggy, or full of fear, nothing runs well. Think about it like this. In 2025, AI is helping people create music, write scripts, and design businesses. But notice something? The AI doesn't have ambition. The AI doesn't hustle. It's the mindset of the human using it that turns a tool into a masterpiece. So read, learn, challenge your own beliefs, talk to people who think differently, explore ideas that stretch you every day. Put something in your mind that makes you stronger, smarter, or braver. I know someone who watched TikTok for hours every night and thought they were keeping up with trends. But when he started investing just 30 minutes daily into learning skills, networking, and thinking strategically, in 6 months, his life changed more than those 2 years of endless scrolling ever could. That's the power of mindset. Skills are the currency of the modern world. You can have the best ideas, the best attitude, the best health, but if you can't execute, you can't win. Here's a 2025 analogy. People see someone making 6 figures from YouTube or TikTok and think, it's easy. But behind that 60-second video is years of practice, thousands of failed takes, editing, learning algorithms, understanding trends. Skills compound like money. Pick one skill and invest in it daily. Could be coding, writing, public speaking, or even being better at connecting with people. Small daily improvements like 1% a day become exponential over a year. Story time. A young woman I know wanted to get into digital art. Every day she sketched for 20 minutes. 1 year later, she sold her first NFT for $2,000, not because of luck, but because she worked on her skill every day. Money doesn't buy happiness, but it buys freedom, and freedom is priceless. Here's a modern twist. In 2025, crypto, AI investing, side hustles, they're everywhere. But most people are like a squirrel in a Tesla, running fast but in circles. Start small, budget, save, learn how to make your money work for you instead of working for money. Automate a small percentage of income to invest. Track where every dollar goes. I'll tell you a secret. Your future self will high-five you if you do this daily. Just a little bit every day builds mountains over time. Think of it as planting money trees. You don't see results instantly, but decades later, you're living in the forest. No matter how successful you are, if your relationships are empty, life feels hollow. Think about your friends, your family, your partner. Are you actively listening? Are you showing appreciation? Are you being generous with your time, your patience, your words? Here's a 2025 example. Someone can have 10,000 Instagram followers and still feel completely lonely. Real relationships, real human connection, that's the lifeline. Even something simple, text a friend, compliment a coworker, call your parents, or just genuinely ask someone, how are you really? That's daily work that pays lifelong dividends. 7, work on your character. Character is who you are when nobody's watching. And in 2025, nobody's really watching except the internet. But let's be honest, most of life isn't online. Integrity, honesty, humility, these are timeless. Your word is your bond. Keep promises. Own mistakes. Treat people with respect. Quick story, a young entrepreneur I knew got an offer to take a shortcut in a deal. Easy money, but shady. He said no. 10 years later, the people who knew his integrity brought him opportunities that money alone could never buy. Character pays, always. Emotional intelligence isn't just a buzzword, it's survival. How you handle stress, anger, disappointment, or fear determines your trajectory. In 2025, we're bombarded with stimuli, social media outrage, endless news cycles, AI deepfakes, FOMO everywhere. Your emotional resilience is the shield. Practice daily. Pause before reacting. Reflect before responding. Journal your thoughts. Meditate. Learn to choose your reaction rather than letting it choose you. Time is your most valuable asset. Not money, not fame, time. Once a minute is gone, you can't get it back. Think about this. Scrolling endlessly on your phone is like throwing dollar bills into the ocean. Feels harmless in the moment, but eventually you realize you've lost thousands of dollars worth of time. Plan your day. Set priorities. Protect your mornings. They're the most powerful hours. And remember, saying no is a superpower. Every yes is a trade. Make sure your yeses count. Finally, work on giving back. It's easy to get caught up in yourself, your hustle, your followers. But the deepest fulfillment comes when you contribute to others. Could be a compliment, a helpful post, volunteering, mentoring, creating content that inspires, even just being present for someone struggling. Here's the 2025 twist. The algorithm favors content that spreads positivity. So every good thing you do can ripple out and impact thousands, sometimes millions of lives. Remember, a simple act of kindness could be the lifeline someone needed when they felt lost or alone. So there it is, 10 things you must work on every single day. Attitude, health, mindset, skills, finances, relationships, character, emotions, time, contribution. I challenge you. Pick one or two. Start today and commit. Don't wait for Monday. Don't wait for January. The world is moving fast and your canvas is blank right now. If this message resonated with you, I want to hear from you. Comment below your thoughts, your personal experiences. Share this with someone who might be feeling lost or alone. And hit that like button, subscribe, or share the video. Help me spread this positive message to those who need it most. Remember, success is not a gift, it's a discipline. And every day you work on these 10 things, you're shaping a life worth living.